Okay. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Does it sound like double audio? Jeez. Okay. What is happening? Okay, is the music too loud? I gotta freaking check my stream to see if I can hear myself. Testing. Okay. Wow. Well, I think we are good. Hello. That was kind of scuffed trying to get this all working. But we made it. We're here. Hello. I can do a little wave. Hi. Here we are. Okay. So, I figured I would do kind of like an introductory type of thing. I don't know if this is technically a debut because like this is not really the model that I want to like keep forever and ever. I want to be able to commission someone to do like a model eventually, but for the time being we have this, which I made for free. So here we are. First and foremost, my name is Tace, or Tace, Tace Somnius. But I do have lore, I guess. It's a bit odd considering my model doesn't really match what I am envisioning, but essentially I had this idea. So this feels very underprepared. I'm more like explaining my character instead of like doing it as a story. But I wanted this character, this VTuber, to essentially be based off of Greek and Roman mythology, with there's these beings known as, I believe it's pronounced as Onoroi, who live, it's said they live in the caves of Erebus, and they deliver dreams to the mortal realm. And as they're entering the mortal world, they have to go through one of two gates, either the gate made of horn or the gate made of ivory. Ooh. And depending on which gate they go through determines what kind of dreams they're delivering. So either you go through the gates of horn and the dreams that are being delivered are true and prophetic. But if you go through the gates of ivory, that means that the dreams being delivered are false. They're lies meant to deceive you. Ooh. So there's that. I wanted my character to be based off of that. In the future, I'd like to have a model that's got like horns based off of the gates for that reason. I did commission an artist for a PNG Tuber, so we'll hopefully see that soon. It's almost ready, but it couldn't be ready today, unfortunately. But just a little bit about myself. Fun fact, today is my birthday. Yay! Happy birth. It is birthday. Doing birthday things. I figured it'd be cute and kind of fun to have like a little anniversary thing for not only this channel, but also me, myself, my birth. More things about me. My favorite color is green. I have some graphics and stuff that I've been trying to prepare that you guys will see a lot of. There'll be a lot of green everywhere. Like green in my hair, green in graphics. I'm sitting in green chair right now. I just like the color green. It's a very fun color. Feels very calming, like nature. Type of games that I like puzzle games mostly. I'm not a huge fan on like first person shooter games. I don't like having to aim. So if I don't have to aim, then I'll probably enjoy the game. No aiming. Very, very simple, like point and click, maybe. I don't know. Puzzle games, very fun. I do sometimes play Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. I don't know how often I will be streaming those or not, considering it's something that feels like I don't know how to gauge whether or not people would be interested in watching those streams, because it's like a lot of dialogue with quests, and I don't really like doing the quests. I like doing the fighting in the games. And so it's like a lot of the streamable content is the quests, but I like doing the fighting, which is a little bit repetitive to watch, I feel. There's only so many times you can watch someone do a domain before it's like, okay, this is getting a little bit old. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be streaming Genshin or Honkai. I might, because they're free games, so it wouldn't be something that I would have to buy in order to stream. I'd already have the game. More things that I like. I like tea. I'm not a huge coffee drinker. I like it. I like coffee. But I don't know. I like tea more. I feel like with coffee I have to use a whole bunch of like fillers, like creamer, sugar, that sort of thing. And at that point it feels like it's barely coffee anymore. And I don't like having to do all that much just to have a drink of coffee. With tea, most of the time I just put in like some sugar, and then it's all good. So I don't have to do as much with tea, I feel like. Plus, like with coffee, it really depends on the brand, but I don't like using milk for my coffee. I like have to use creamer. So with tea, if I do put anything in it, I'm fine with putting like just milk. So it's with coffee, I'd have to like make sure that we have creamer in the house. Otherwise, I just wouldn't enjoy it. I'm not sure what else to talk about. I'm really hoping that I can do this as a full-time career. I just really want to get out of retail, honestly. Retail is not fun. It's not very fun at all. So hopefully having this as a full-time job eventually, I want to be able to have my own schedule and be able to work from home. That would be awesome. You guys might see in the little window graphic I have in the background, I have a little cat, because I have my own cat, and she's most definitely going to be making very frequent appearances in my streams. There's simply nothing that I can do about that. If I close my door, she will try and break the door down to get to me. She's very, very obnoxious. So, might as well incorporate her into the stream background. She's going to be appearing a lot. I'm honestly surprised that she's not tried to make an appearance already. She likes to be very vocal. She's a very loud cat. Honestly, I'm a little bit worried people might think that she's distressed just because of how often she's loud. But if you ever do hear her in the background, I promise she's fine. She's not dying. She's not hurt. She's just wanting attention, and she's very obnoxious about that. Let's see, what else to talk about? I don't drink very much in terms of like alcohol besides like wine. I like wine a lot. But other than that, I feel like if it's a cocktail, it's just a lot of effort. It's like a lot of effort to put into making a cocktail, and half the time, like my friends and stuff will make cocktails out of like sodas, and it's just like, if I wanted a drink that tastes like that, I would just drink it without the alcohol, honestly, because it feels like a little bit much to make it into an alcoholic drink. I don't know. I prefer wine. It's nice. Don't smoke. Don't do that. I feel like if I tried, it might be a downward slope for me specifically. So I just not even gonna risk it. I know myself. So I'd rather not. But that's just me. We can go over my rules that I made. I have a little list of ground rules, boundaries, whatever. They should be, if I did it right, they should be in the description of this video. But for starters, I have hashtags that I came up with. We have the general hashtag is Tace Somnius, which is my name. Hello. And then we have the live tag, hashtag Streamnius. And then the art tag is Artnius. And then not safe for work tag is a Somnius. I thought I was very clever with coming up with that one. I thought it was very funny. And then we have Memenius for the memes tag. And the thumbnails and assets tag is hashtag Somnail. which I don't expect people to make thumbnails or assets for me. But if you would like to, that would be awesome. I would love to see it. And then if you wanted to have an Oshi Mark, I came up with that as well. For the Oshi Marks, I have the little Z, sleeping Z's, and then the, what is it called? It's a little building that looks like, I don't know, looks like a Roman building, because Roman, Greek mythology, that sort of thing. But it's in the description, you can see it on there. And it's also on my Twitter, which I also have linked in the description. I have credits as well for the PNG Tuber, which unfortunately you guys will not be seeing in this video yet. It is not ready yet. Hopefully it will be ready soon, but the person I commissioned for that is TD the Wizard. You can see their link in my bio. And then we move on to chat rules. For chat, I would appreciate no trauma dumping, because I am not a therapist. I'm not qualified. I don't know how to help with those sort of things. So if you are struggling, please see a therapist, because I'm not one. They would honestly be so much more helpful than I could ever be. So there's that. And then please don't mention other streamers unless I mention them first. It's just like a respectful thing. A lot of other content creators have this in their rules and whatever. Not to mention other streamers, because this is my stream, and if I seem similar to someone else, or if I'm doing something that someone else has already done, that's okay, and we can simply leave it at that. We don't have to bring up me in their chat, and we don't have to bring up them in my chat. And if I would like to bring it up, then I will, and then we can talk about it. But don't be the one to bring it up first. And then next we have no spamming, trolling, or controversial topics. I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory. Like just be respectful. Don't be spammy. It's just self-explanatory, I feel. Next is don't acknowledge spam, trolls, or bots in chat. Because it's like, you see streamers all the time if people are spamming, and then there's other people in chat that are like, guys, stop spamming. Like, that doesn't really help very much. So if you see spamming, the best thing that you guys could do is just like not acknowledge it, not contribute to it, and just block and report and move on. Same with trolls and bots. If there's things happening, we can just report them. Yeah. Emotes are welcome in this channel. I don't know, honestly, I don't know how emotes work with yeah, there are YouTube emotes. Okay. I didn't know if people could use emotes in my chat, since I'm not monetized yet. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I don't have like a limit necessarily on emotes. That might change. I know some people have limits on, like, you can only use so many, you can only use like 5, you can only use 3, you can only use 4. But I don't have a set number for a limit. Just like be respectful, be mindful. Just don't be spammy. You don't have to use as many as can fit in the text box. You can just use a few. If I'm playing a game, no spoilers or hints, unless I ask for them. I would like to figure things out myself first. And if I ask for help, then you guys can help. Which leads into no backseating. Yeah. Don't try and like tell me how to play games. We're here on this channel, like you can watch me figure things out for myself. And if I need help, then I will ask. Next is to stay on topic with the live stream. No unrelated topics or side conversations. That's what I have written down. This is just kind of, I feel like this is also self-explanatory. It's like if we're talking about the game, maybe not talk about what was I doing on Tuesday afternoon, and have conversations about that. We can keep things on topic to what's happening on stream. And then for other languages, I don't know other languages. I know like bits and pieces of other languages. I don't know if I'll change the rules for this later on, but for now, you guys are allowed to use any language that you would like in chat. Just be mindful, I might not understand, and that's okay. You can still say what you want. It's just I might not know what you're saying. Sorry. And then moving on to the little paragraph I have for respect. Please be respectful of other communities. If you present yourself publicly as a fan of mine, please remember to be kind and polite. No matter how much you love me or my community, never ever use your passion for this community as an excuse to spread hate, discrimination, or threats of any kind. Such language is unacceptable, regardless of whether it was directed towards me, a fan, or even a hater. You are not allowed to use hate speech against anyone, point blank, period. If you do, then you are no longer welcome in my community. Yeah, don't be hateful. I don't care whether it was in my defense or whether it was directed towards me. Don't be hateful, don't be discriminatory at all. That is not okay. Period. There is never a reason to be discriminatory towards anyone whatsoever. And then boundaries. You are welcome to treat my streams as a source of comfort. However, please be mindful of parasocial relationships. I am a stranger on the internet. I don't know you, and neither do you know me. If you develop an attachment to me, I trust that you will keep a close watch on whether such an attachment becomes unhealthy for the both of us. Stay sane and stay safe. Yeah, just really, I'm stranger on internet, and you guys don't know me. We can hang out, and I can play games, and we can have fun, but I'm still a stranger. Alright, and then shipping. You may ship me with anyone you wish who is 18 or older, as long as they give shipping permission as well. However, please remember that the ship is entirely fictional and does not reflect the reality of my personal life. I'm totally chill with being shipped with other people, fictional characters, as long as everyone is an adult, everyone's 18. that's chill, and as long as they're cool with it too, if it's another person. I don't want to be shipped with someone who's not okay with being shipped with other people, you know? That would be bad. But also, just remember that if I do end up being shipped with someone, I'm not actually in a relationship with them. So just keep in mind, it is fictional, and I can be friends with someone, and you can ship me, but we would still be friends, not dating. And then after that, there's my social media. We have my Twitter and my TikTok. I haven't posted anything on TikTok yet. Not quite sure what I would post, but we'll figure that out eventually. This is a journey that we're on together. So there we go. Those are my chat rules, and my boundaries, I guess, as a content creator. Oh, I did have listed at like the top of my video description, I have my stream elements donation link. You don't have to send me anything, it's just there because a lot of content creators have their donation links set up, so like, I don't know, might as well. Everyone else has theirs. Yeah, I'm hoping I'll stream more this upcoming week. I'm not sure when. I'll try and see if I can make a schedule. I'm not sure how well I can stick to a schedule at this moment. Life's a little bit crazy, but we're trying to make things work. And we'll try new things. Try being a VTuber. Is my music playing? I don't know if my music's playing. It might be too quiet. Okay, maybe that fixed it? I don't know. It might be too quiet. Oh well. Whoops. Just been kind of a little bit in silence this whole time. This is fine. It says on the like thumbnail for my video, scuff POV, because this is very scuffed. I tried making a live waiting room, and then when I went to try and go live, it just would not work, and my headphones wouldn't connect, and I couldn't figure out why my mic wasn't working, and like, I don't know, OBS was being weird. It just wouldn't start the stream. So I had to like delete that one and create an entirely new waiting room and go from there. So yeah, it was a challenge. Maybe we'll see if it'll work next time I make a waiting room, if I can actually like go live and it work. Who knows? We'll try things. I don't know. What are more things that I can talk about? Let me look up get to know you questions. we can do that. Get to know you questions. First article, 100 getting to know you questions. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? Somewhere cold. I don't like the heat. It's inescapable. But if you're cold, you can have a blanket. If you're too hot, you can't do anything. You just have to suck it up. And I hate that. So I would want to live somewhere cold. What would you change about yourself if you could? I don't think I would change anything about myself. Honestly, like how I am is what I've known. Like, oh, this is something I've not mentioned. I'm autistic and I also have ADHD. And even still, even with that, I don't think I would change anything about myself, because who I am, how I am, is how I've always been. It's what I'm used to, and I don't want to change that. Yeah. What makes you angry? When people stand and have full conversations in the middle of doorways. That makes me so mad. It makes me so mad seeing, like, having people just stand in the middle of a doorway and have a conversation. Like, I'm trying to get through the door. Please. Please. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. This is a long list of questions. What is this question? What is your child's proudest accomplishment? I think the prerequisite for that is having a child. Favorite book to read? Honestly, not much of a reader. Reading is very difficult with ADHD. It's hard to stay on the right line, and it's hard to, like, remember what I just read and fully comprehend everything. So, reading is not the most fun. What was the last movie you went to, and what did you think? I'm not gonna say much because of the strikes, but the last movie I went to was the Barbie movie, and I thought it was good. What did you want to be when you were small? Oh, what did I want to be when I was small? I think at one point I did want to be a movie star, and then I didn't. I never actually, like, did anything about that. I don't know. That's a hard question. I forget all of the aspirations I had when I was a child. Little baby. What would you sing at karaoke night? I would pick any and every musical theater song. I love musicals. They're so fun. Love singing musicals. I could have been a theater kid if there was a theater class available when I was in school. I could have been a theater kid. Love musicals. What's my favorite one? What's my favorite musical? Geez, I can't think of anything now that I'm on the spot trying to come up with different musicals. The only musicals I can think of are Into the Woods and Sweeney Todd. Oh, what are more musicals? I'm blanking. I'm blanking. Those aren't the only two musicals. Be More Chill. Be More Chill is a musical. Jeez. I don't know. My favorite. I can't think of anything right now. I'm blanking. I'm blue screening. I'm buffering. Bzzz, buffering. Which would you rather do? Wash the dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house? Probably vacuum. I'd want to do that. If If you could hire someone to help you, would it be with cleaning, cooking, or yard work? Cooking. If I could have someone help me not have to think about what I'm gonna eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that would be amazing. Like, so much of the energy from preparing a meal comes from just like conceptualizing, coming up with what you're gonna make. That's already like half the energy of the entire task, is just thinking of something. Do you like surprises? Yes or no, and why? No, I don't think I do. I don't think I like surprises. I feel like... Okay, how do I phrase this? My train of thought just disappeared. I don't think I really like surprises because it makes me feel like I have to, on the spot, come up with how I'm going to react, which is weird. Because like most people would just like react how they normally would, but I get so worried that I'm not being excited enough if someone's surprising me. I'm not like enthusiastic enough. Like, oh my gosh, wow, thank you, this is amazing. I don't like feeling like I have to be over the top about something, because it's not that I'm not excited about it. It's just I don't know if I'm expressing the excitement in a way that it translates to people, you know? That sort of thing. In the evening, would you rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie, or read? Depends. It depends, because, like, I would probably say watch a movie, but it's a little bit of a chore having to figure out what movie you're gonna watch. And you can't just watch the same thing over and over. I mean, I wish I could. I wish I could just like watch the same thing and not have to choose, but then you get bored. You get bored of that movie. So I'd like to pick a movie, but I don't want to actually choose what I'm watching. So probably if I don't go with watch a movie, I would probably say I would play a game instead. Because the game gives you like little tasks that you have to do. You don't have to choose. You can just like follow the quest, follow the little instructions, the task of whatever you're playing, what it tells you to do. Would you rather vacation in Hawaii or Alaska, and why? Alaska, because again, I like cold. Please give me cold. I'm so excited for winter. I want to be able to sleep in a hoodie and have like my blanket curled around me and not overheat. That would be amazing. Would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job, and why? Well, I think it depends on how much you win in the lottery. Because if it's something you can live off of for like the rest of your life, then that would be awesome. But even still, I think I might go with perfect job, because I don't know what that would be. Hopefully it's this. Hopefully it's streaming. But perfect job sounds perfect because it's in the name. Who would you want to be stranded with on a desert island? I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you guys the people in my personal life. Probably should have skipped that question. If money was no object, what would you do all day? Oh, I don't know. If money was no object, does that mean like if I could buy things? Could I like buy things if money was no object in that scenario? Because I like giving gifts. I would want to give gifts to people and like fun charities. That would be nice. I love giving gifts. If you could go back in time, what year would you travel to? This is interesting. I don't know. Maybe like sometime in the 90s or something, when technology, like computers and stuff, were newer. I'd want to see how things were. How would your friends describe you? Well, I've had a lot of people tell me when they first met me that I came off as really scary to them. But it's funny, this is the only happened when people would meet me in real life. And maybe it's because I like wearing black and I don't initiate conversations. So people think like, ooh, scary. I don't know. But I have a friend who I met online, and she told me that she thought I was very outgoing and conversational. I was like, what? Who are you talking about right now? Who are you talking about? Because it's not me. It's not me. I'm not talkative. I'm not extroverted at all. I'm not outgoing. I don't like initiating conversations with people, and that was the kind of vibe that she got, was that I do, and I don't know where that came from. But it was very interesting to see how people have different perceptions of me, based on like whether they met me online versus in real life. But that's really only first impressions. I feel like most people consider me, I don't want to like seem arrogant or anything by like talking about how great I am, but I think people think that I'm pretty kind. I don't know. I don't want to like go into details, speculate what people think about me, because I feel like that might be somewhat narcissistic to just go on about, yeah. I said it earlier, like, I don't want to go on about how great I am. What are your hobbies? I like making things. I like doing little arts and crafts, putting things together. It doesn't really matter if it's like painting or if it's like sculpting, or if it's I have a footstool in my room that I put together myself through little like craft items I have. So it doesn't matter what it is or what I'm making. I like putting things together. I like using paint. I like using clay, and I have thermoplastic, tape, all sorts of stuff. Knitting, crochet. I actually don't know how to crochet. I think I learned at one point and then I completely forgot. But I like making things. I've tried describing it to people multiple times, because it translates to like technology. Like I like putting together pictures and videos. It doesn't really matter what I'm making. It's just putting stuff together making stuff is my hobby. I've thought about, I want to try and do a stream or several different streams of making little knickknacks, but that would require a camera, to have like a hand cam, and I don't know how to set that up yet, because it took 10 minutes to figure out how to go live today. This is first time for everything, so we'll save that for another time when I'll be able to figure out how to pull that off. Let's see. Aside from necessities, what one thing could you not go a day without? This is a hard one. What would I not be able to go without? Probably hoodies. I wear a lot of hoodies, like all the time. I tried curating like a clothing style, and then it just got obliterated by how many hoodies I have. Just at any given point on any day, I'm probably wearing a hoodie. So that would be something that I probably couldn't go without, aside from necessities. How many pair of shoes do you own? I'm not gonna like mention how many shoes I own, because I feel like that would be odd. But I did see this question and it made me think. I wear like the same pair of shoes for everything. I have this one pair of boots that I wear. It's like the one thing that I wear all the time. And then I also have some that are like slip-ons. So if I don't want to like lace up boots, then I have the other pair of shoes. But those are like the two that I wear pretty much all the time. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have? Ooh, I've gone back and forth with this a lot. Oops, sorry, my face cam. Adjusting my camera. How are we looking? Ooh. Okay, we're back. I've thought about this question a lot, and I go back and forth on what answers I choose. Sometimes I'll go with flying. Flying sounds cool. Sometimes I'll choose like invisibility. One of my friends has this one answer that she gives all the time. It's like the power to refill things. So it's like empty wallet, you can refill your wallet. Empty cup, you can refill whatever you were drinking. You could use it. She'll bring it up like you could use it as a weapon. You could like refill someone's bladder. So that's the answer that she gives all the time. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? The power to refill things. But I think I don't really think I would do that one. Sometimes I'll choose like the power to change the weather. But I think probably the most convenient one I can think of would maybe be to teleport. That would be awesome. If I could teleport, I wouldn't have to like pay for gas or have a car or like discuss travel plans or anything. I can just blip from one place to the next. It would save so much time. Jeez, I feel like I live out in the middle of nowhere. It takes such a long drive to get to places. So being able to like teleport would save so much time on just driving. Wouldn't have to drive. Because America is big. And it takes so long to get anywhere because it's just land. Lots and lots of land. Okay. Um, what's your favorite zoo animal? Tigers. I like tigers. I used to with me being autistic, my very first ever what's it called? Special interest. My very first ever special interest was tigers. I was obsessed with tigers. And I don't know why. I liked them. I thought they were cool. Little jungle animals. For a while I would like specifically be obsessed with white tigers because it was like cool, different color than the regular tigers. It's like a shiny Pokemon. It's cool because it's a different color that's not normally. White tigers are my shiny Pokemon. If you could share a meal with 4 individuals, living or dead, who would they be? Oh. Wow. That's a hard question. Living or dead? I don't know. That'd be so hard. I kind of want to meet Emma Watson. That would be cool. I think she's cool. Who else? God, I don't know. Maybe like an old family member. See like my family history or something. That'd be fun. I'm gonna give up on this question, not come up with the other two, because that would be just a lot of thinking, and we'd be sitting here for ages. Let's see, another question. Would you rather trade intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence? I don't know. I think I would just keep however I am. I feel like I'm attractive and also fairly smart. So I would want to keep things as they are. I don't feel like being more attractive or more smart. Just stay how I am. What's your favorite holiday? Favorite holiday? I don't know. I guess it would be Christmas, just 'cause I think my music ended. Whoops. There we go. Start the music over. I think my favorite holiday might be December. Or sorry, not December is my favorite holiday. My favorite holiday might be Christmas, just because it's in December, and again, it's cold in December. Winter. I want it to be winter so bad. Is it winter yet? When does winter officially start? You Google, when does winter start? Jeez. It starts December 22nd. No, wait, no, this is winter solstice. Is that the start of winter? When does winter start? Tell me. Tell me, Google. Let's see. Winter begins on the day of the year that is marked by the shortest period of time between sunrise and sunset. The shortest day of the year, the winter solstice. Okay. Is that the start of winter? Wow. I feel like that's so late. It's so late in the year. Well, anyways. The more you know. What's the most daring thing you've done? Most daring thing I've done. I don't know. I guess maybe start this live stream. Try and start a career. We're doing things. We're trying new stuff. Making things happen. That's pretty daring. We'll go with that. The last book I read. What's the last book I read? I think I'm so terrible about finishing book series. So the last book that I think I've read and finished was what's it called? It's part of the Percy Jackson series. It's the one right before the very last book in like the second series. Oh, what is it? Is it Mark of Athena? It might be Mark of Athena. What is it? I'm having the hardest time finding it. Percy Jackson. Series order. Okay. So the last one is Blood of Olympus. So I finished House of Hades. That was the last book I read and completed. Because I'm very bad at finishing books and also finishing book series. So I never actually finished them. It's been years. It's been so long. And I think I have Blood of Olympus and I've not read it. I've just not gotten around to it because reading is not fun sometimes. It's hard to stay on the right line. Who would you want to play you in a movie of your life? I don't know. I kind of don't want to say like any specific person because I'm more, what if they get canceled? Yeah. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Well, I don't really wear makeup all that often. I can. I'm good at doing makeup. It just takes too long, so I usually skip it. So it's really just mostly getting dressed. And that's really only if I leave the house. I'm such a homebody. I almost never leave the house and do anything. So it doesn't take me very long at all. It's like 20 minutes at most. Just trying to find an outfit and getting it put on. Fixing my hair. Let's see. What is... Okay. My brain is buffering. I'm like looking at the questions and like not reading them. Do you love or hate roller coasters? It depends. I don't often like the ones that have like super high parts of it. And there's some that like go upside down. I don't like those. I'm a little bit of a baby when it comes to riding roller coasters. So I guess probably that would classify it as hate. I would hate roller coasters in the terms of this question. How old okay. Little children, don't watch this part. Spoilers for your life. How old were you when you learned that Santa wasn't real? How did you find out? If I remember correctly, I don't think my parents were very, like, what's the word? I don't think they were very, I thought if repeating the sentence might make me figure out how to end it, and it didn't work. My parents didn't really ever do Santa all that much. Like they would bring him up, but it was kind of always the understanding that like, oh, haha, Santa is Christmas, but also like mom and dad are Santa. So we kind of always knew at my house. Is your glass half full or half empty? So this is me being very literal about it. Most of the time, I would say that the glass is half empty because my explanation is that if you have like a glass of water, unless you are actively filling it up, then you are probably drinking it or doing something with it, even if it's like sitting out and just like being there. Parts of it are evaporating. So like even if it's sitting still and you're not doing anything with it, it's still like getting emptied. It's not being filled. So when you have like a half glass of water, it's half empty because unless you're filling it up, then it's being emptied in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, that's my explanation. It's very literal, very like realistic, I guess. Not like philosophical. Are you an optimist or a pessimist? It's like no. You're filling up the glass or you're emptying the glass. And if you're not filling it, then it defaults to the other one. So, I'm right. Okay, favorite subject in school. Okay, here's the thing. I took so long. I would take so long doing math, but honestly, it was kind of my favorite subject because I was good at it. I hate geometry. But algebra, love algebra. Geometry can go, but I loved doing algebra. It would just take me so long, so it was like a love-hate relationship. It was kind of my favorite subject and also my least favorite subject. Do you collect anything? Do I collect anything? I don't know. Do I collect anything? I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't. Let me adjust Water bottle fell. It's alright. Okay. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? We said this earlier, but I'm an introvert. Is there anything you wished would come back into fashion? It's kind of hard to say, because, like, technically everything is in fashion, I feel. Like, if it's old, then, like, it's vintage fashion. If it's, like, weird, then it's avant-garde, or what's the word? It's like, it's couture. It can be, like, extravagant and odd. And if it's extravagant, if it's, like, odd but not necessarily extravagant, or, like, odd in a different way, then it's, like, alternative. Or, I don't know, there's so many different styles, there's so many different fashions. Like, everything can be fashionable in some genre. So it's like, is anything ever really out of fashion, you know? Let's see. If you had a warning label, what would yours say? Probably, like, I'm adjusting my camera again. Okay. If I had a warning label, what would it say? It would probably say something along the lines of, like, you have to ask me specific things in order for me to, like, give you information, because I'm so bad at, like, offering up information. I don't think about telling people stuff unless I'm asked. So, like, please ask me things, because I do, like, I like giving answers. I just never think to give answers to questions that aren't asked. What's the most interesting thing you can see out of your office or kitchen window? Um, what could I say that wouldn't dox me? We'll skip that one. I was gonna say something, but I don't know. I don't know how much of a local thing it is. But I think I'm going to end the stream because I kind of have to go to the bathroom. But this has been good. This is an introduction to me, and I hope to do more streaming later. Anyways, bye.